Ladies and gentlemen, we have one of these.
Call the fire department.
Title of this story is Am I the Astronaut for Kicking My Mother Out of My Wedding After She Brought My Ex as Her Plus One? I, male 30, started seeing June, female 29, about 3 years ago. My mother has never really liked June for a couple of reasons, mainly because she preferred July. Kidding, that line was not in there. I just felt like it was right. The main one being the fact that June didn't let my mom push her around. She kept firm boundaries, which I really admired, and she even helped me do the same. My mom hated this, calling June controlling and wishing I hadn't broken up with my previous girlfriend, Margot, who my mom loved. I was with Margot for 5 years, and it was horrible. Margot was very controlling and manipulative and always guilted me into things I wasn't comfortable with. But thanks to support from friends and my sister, I was able to leave her. It was hard, but I had help and my life has improved since. My mom was very upset with this, but relationships don't last, so she eventually let it go until I started dating June about a year later. When June and I announced our engagement, my mom didn't freak out, which was weird considering my mom hates June. She was very calm, but I just took it as she was finally accepting this, so I didn't think much of it. Everything was fine and smooth up until the wedding. I gave both of my parents plus ones to the wedding since they both remarried after I graduated college, so I'm not close to their spouses, but gave them the option of inviting them. We had a very small ceremony, just immediate family and a few close friends. After the ceremony, me and June went to take pictures and then met back with everyone we invited to the reception, which was pretty big. When we got there, my sister and June's best friend / maid of honor ran up to us in a panic. Before they even said anything, I spotted it. My mom was at a table with my dad's wife, and Margot.
Mom, the meatloaf!
I wanted to freak out, but June kept me calm. I walked over, pulled them both aside, and simply told them to leave. My mom tried to explain Margot and I are soulmates, and June is just in the way of true love, but I wasn't hearing it. I didn't care. Just got my best friends to escort them out, and I returned to the party, where luckily, after a few moments, I was able to relax and enjoy it. I really didn't think this would all turn into something huge, but me and June just got back from our honeymoon where we didn't have our phones, and seeing mine, I saw hundreds of texts from multiple family members. They all think I was an asshole for kicking my mom out of her only son's wedding. For the record, she was there for the ceremony, but apparently was really upset that she was kicked out from the reception. Here's a summary of my family's thoughts. Some think I could have just ignored Margot and didn't have to freak out. A few others, including my dad, think I should have just kicked Margot out and let my mom stay, but after the stunt my mom pulled, I didn't want her there either. I'm starting to second guess myself since everyone is really mad. June and my sister are on my side, but I fear that my dad may be right and I should have just let my mom stay and have Margot leave. So I've come to Reddit. Am I the astronaut? Hell no, you ain't. What do you think, Candy Thunder? Come on up and tell us what you think, Tater. We got the heat lamp on. We'll keep the tater warm, you know?
The tater?
The tater.
Am I the tater?
Heat lamp. Tater.
Dude, so far from the asshole. Like, as far as they come.
You're so
right?
far from the asshole, you're at the top of the head.
That's what I was going to say.
Hey! Great minds.
I think the mom must have twisted the story, because how could anybody be on the mom's side? You show up to your son's wedding trying to force some manipulative, controlling soulmate woman on him, and you're like, yeah, I should have a right to stay here at your wedding where you married somebody else. Like, how delusional? Ooh, button. How delusional can someone be? Like, to think that they have a seat at the table when they bring someone else to try to ruin a relationship.
It's ownership, I think. She still views her son as her property because she birthed him, right? She can do whatever the she wants. That's her son.
Such a gross mentality.
But yeah, she has to have manipulated the story that she told the family. And of course, controlling the narrative is the first thing that a narcissistic mother like this would do, right?
I think, misery loves company. So Mom and Margot are just the best of friends because they're both just manipulative little shits. That's what I think. I think that they need some. And someone said that they planned weddings, and that they had so many stories where exes were brought or came to the wedding. I'm like, at this point, like, there's no reason for you to be here. Like, we've decided to spend our life with someone else. But so let me show up and just show you what I'm missing.
I mean, but they do say, if anyone protests, speak now or forever hold your peace, right? So there is that portion of a ceremony that is designated for shit to go down. And I guess,
yeah, speak.
No, she would. I'm surprised
Yeah.
So was Margot there for the ceremony or
I
just
don't
the
know.
reception?
It
It didn't really make that clear. So he
she-
didn't spot her during the ceremony, but I guess you wouldn't. You're standing up there
Right.
looking a different direction. You're not taking inventory of who's in the crowd. So let's say she was there for the ceremony. I'm surprised that she didn't stay. I'm at least surprised Mom didn't stand up and be like, "Oh, I protest. Get this trailer trash off of the stage. I have a replacement bride ready."
You know what's funny to me is that OP is questioning himself, like what he did, which is completely reasonable, like a normal response to this abnormal situation. But he's questioning himself. So I just want to know how controlling his mom was, how manipulative was his mom if his mom clicked with Margot and then they're again trying to manipulate him together, because now he's questioning his normal response. So to me, it sounds like he's been conditioned to believe that he shouldn't do something, like he shouldn't stand up for himself. And so I think the mom, like seeing her son be empowered to make decisions that benefit him and lead him to lead his best life, she's like, no, honey, no, that's not how we do things. You listen to mommy and mommy will lead the way.
And that all ties back to the ownership/control thing, because she liked Margot because Margot was manipulative, but was willing to be manipulative on Team Mom. So Mom still had control of him.
God.
And then with June, she has no control. And that's what she doesn't like. It's not that she doesn't like who June is as a person. She doesn't like that she can't control him when he's with her.
As a parent, I'm like, when do you not need me? Like when my kids are grown. I'm like, when I'll be here, like you just tell me and I'm going to show up for you whenever you need me. That's what I told Ava. I'm like, when you have a baby, like you let me know what you need from me and I am there 150%. But I'm not going to meddle in her life, or I'm not going to meddle in Kieran's life and be like, hey. Like, why? I don't want that. I don't want to do that. I don't have that kind of time.
It's like haunting while you're still alive.
So, like,
you know what I mean? It's like
his mom needs a life. His mom needs a hobby. She needs something to occupy her time that is not meddling in her son's love life. He just got married. He's happy. Why? What?
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt, but Justina's comment, the speak now portion of the ceremony came because there was no record, so people had multiple marriages. So they allowed the person's other spouses a chance to speak up and be like, yes,
he's already taken.
this mother is already married to me and Elizabeth.
Right.
Interesting.
This mom is like, you only get to live the dream that I want to have for you. If not, I'm going to show up to your wedding with your ex and tell you that she's your soulmate. Oh. No, you are OP. You are not the asshole. You are NTA, 150%. Your mom and your ex can fly here together on a special trip for just the two of them.
Yeah.
All expenses paid. Their own little honeymoon to Bitch Town at Ascon. Sorry.
You could be each other's Ascon +1.
Why do people think that they get a say in who you, like the woman before from the previous story? Like, it's not your business. Mind your own. Like, I'm sure you've got some business to mind. Go mind it. This is not your thing. This is not your place. Go sit down.
Sit down.
And then I'll come here.
Be humble.
And comment on your life. That's my place.